So I'm gonna make a really delicious, simple, pan-fried salmon cake that feature pretzels. These are really a fun touch and you're gonna love it. Start by chopping up pretty finely 3 scallions. You wanna make sure that it's pretty finely chopped because these are going in raw and they'll just be cooked in the searing process. Next up, aromatics. We have fresh dill. I think dill and salmon go so nicely together. Just gonna take off the stem ends here. Again, we are shooting for about 1/4 cup chopped. And on the dill, you can be a little bit more coarse since it's such a fine leaf. Okay, so let's get mixing here. Take a large bowl, and first thing I like to do is lightly whisk an egg. And if you do this as your first ingredient, then you don't have to dirty up another bowl, which is always a nice thing. Okay, so just whisk until the white and the yolk are thoroughly combined. This is gonna help bind everything together. To that, add 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. This is gonna add a nice, rich flavor. If you wanna use Greek yogurt, you can sub half the mayo for Greek yogurt. Zest of 1 lemon. So I'm using the zest here instead of the juice. The zest packs a little bit more punch because it has more of those essential oils up in the skin. All right, I think we're good here. So we'll save this guy because we're gonna squeeze fresh lemon juice on at the end. Now we're gonna add all those aromatics we chopped up. It smells great. It smells really fresh already. Okay, the last of the aromatics. So let's get working on the pretzel component. So exciting. So start with 3 ounces of hard pretzels, preferably Pennsylvania Dutch, and grind it until it's very fine. Don't use the little small snack pretzels because that will make this recipe too salty. So definitely look for the big guys here. All right, that looks good. So some recipes use panko, some use plain breadcrumbs. I find that the pretzels add a really nice flavor and texture. So we'll set those down for just a minute while we get the base of the filling prepared. Just gently stir this, and to that, gently fold in 1 14-ounce can of wild salmon. All I've done here is opened up the can, drained the liquid, it's ready to go. Couldn't be easier. Now when you're looking for wild salmon, make sure you select cans that are BPA free. So gently fold in the salmon, and when it's just about all the way combined, go ahead and add the pretzels. So this is almost like a pretzel flour. And go ahead and stir until everything is fully incorporated. So if you want, you can add a little bit of pepper here. You don't really need to add any salt because it's already pretty highly seasoned with the ground pretzels. And now transfer this to the refrigerator until it's firmed up a bit, about half an hour. All right, it's been about half an hour and my mixture is nice and chilled. This is just gonna make it easier when we're making the patties. So to form the patties, I like to use a 1/4 cup measure. We're gonna make 8 of them. So just press this mixture into a 1/4 cup measure. Using a measure like this helps you keep the same size. Okay, so after we've got 4 up, actually while I'm doing that last one, I'm gonna turn up the heat to medium-high. I think the key to a delicious salmon cake is a nice crispy crust. So make sure you start this in a nice hot skillet. If you have a little bit of extra, it's really easy just to go back through and divide it among the cakes. I think this is probably a case of me not firmly packing it into the measuring cup. And then just use your hands to form it into a patty, about 3 inches. Okay, pan is nice and hot. I can feel it over here. And you definitely don't want to overcrowd the pan when you're searing these. So we're just gonna go 4 at a time. We'll swirl in a little bit of oil, about 2 tablespoons. I'm using a vegetable oil here. Safflower is my preferred. And then to that, it's the sound you want to hear. So the great thing about salmon in this recipe, of course, salmon is a really, really great source of omega-3 fatty acids. Great for heart health, great for brain function, great for just keeping your energy up during the day. And when you use the canned varieties, it's just so convenient. So this is a great thing to make if you don't feel like you have anything in your house to cook. Just reach into your pantry. So cook these until they're crisp on the bottom, about 3 minutes per side. Okay, let's check and see how these guys are doing. Ooh, nice and golden and crispy. Just what you want to see. I'm gonna add just a touch more oil. We'll just let these cook for another minute or so. So these would be great on their own with a little side salad. This is also a really delicious recipe, I find, for a salmon burger. If you want to throw this between a toasted bun or eat it with a lettuce wrap, this is a really nice, versatile salmon cake. Your all-purpose salmon cake. Let me get these transferred. It's like nice and crisp. Grab this fourth one. And then just repeat with the remaining patties. But while these guys are hot and fresh, let's give it a taste. Okay, slice up the lemon, just into small wedges for squeezing. Do a little spritz and a little fresh pepper and dill. All right, this looks good. Let's give it a try. Ooh, nice and crisp. Mmm, you really get the pretzel in there. So crispy, satisfying, great way to get wild salmon into your diet. Can't wait for you guys to try it.